Rosie.
And I'm Christina.
And welcome to the 13th Valid Vibes podcast.
Where the vibes are valid because they are real and authentic.
Wow, we got through that. Like, really good.
We're
pros
good.
at this point.
First try. So,
it's
been a while. It's been about a month. Oh, actually.
It's been a month already. Holy crap. Bye. We're on March freaking 5th.
Yeah, it's been a month and a lot has happened since you last saw us. A lot.
A lot
can change in literally just a day. So like you saw in our last episode, we had some things going on that we'll get into.
Okay. The last episode we posted, it was like the calm before the storm. Yeah. Honestly, it was like we had no idea what was coming.
No.
But it was like the start of it, which was weird. Mm-hmm. But everything else just started falling out after that. And then my boyfriend surprised me with the trip to Italy. And I went to Italy. Yeah. And we're going to get into this when we do our valid and invalids. But
a lot of
it's been a ride this past month already.
Yeah, so we'll get into that. But do you want to start? Should we do, I guess, invalid first? Or
yeah. Well, yeah. I have to do my valid first.
Okay, you do that and I'll do the opposite.
Okay, so my valid, as I said, my boyfriend for Valentine's Day, he surprised me with a trip to Italy to go visit him. It was a last minute trip, so it was very
like the
overwhelming.
Best, though, I feel.
But I feel like it's fun. It's a fun last minute when you're like going to Florida or something, like not a whole ass other country. Yeah. But yeah, I went and it was like. I looked at it as like a retreat almost. It sounds like weird, but I needed to get away for a little bit just to like take a step back from my life, if that makes sense, and then look back at it. But in Italy, I like learned so much about life itself. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna share that with you guys. In Italy, I didn't see one person on their phone.
Yeah.
Like driving, I'm in touristy spots. People are just walking. They're enjoying the moment and nobody is holding a cell phone.
That's great.
No one. People are just literally like drinking a coffee, looking up at the sun, like holding their loved one, just like looking at the sky. Like I literally felt like I was in heaven. Mm-hmm. And people, I was like, how could Italy really be that great? Like, how could it really be a dream? It's more of the lifestyle. Of course, like, the views are crazy. The food is insane. It's just so fresh. But I literally just felt like I was in heaven.
Right. Yeah, I'm so jealous.
But, like, not even just, like, the vacation part of it, but the school system, the kids, the air, like everything, the people, everyone would just come up to you and have a conversation. Like everyone is each other's friend and everyone was so friendly. But the school system, these kids, they'd be getting out at like 1:00. They're only in school for a couple hours. And then they just go to like a bar, which is like a coffee and whatever, like a bakery type of thing, and just hang out. And
that's awesome.
I realized how much of a shithole
Staten Island specifically, but America, right?
Yeah, like I think we need shirts. I need therapy just from living in America.
That's funny.
Yeah, like not just Staten Island is just the bigger shithole, but we live in America. Right. I'm saying obviously America the great, all that, but Italy, just the lifestyle can't compare. Mm-hmm. You can't. It's so laid back for mental health reasons because no one is like work. Like it's like, but whatever.
My dad's calling me. Hello? My friend's outside the garage? My friend's sitting right next to me. Who's outside? Oh, he just hung up.
Hit your friend. Who's your friend?
Who the fuck's outside the garage?
Was it me? And then he just saw.
Probably.
Yeah, because I saw the ring go off.
It was you from a half hour ago. I have to call him. He goes, hold on then.
That's funny. Tell him to let me in. I'm cold.
Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a half hour ago.
I know. I just got the thing now.
Oh, okay.
I'd be an icicle.
Yeah, no, we're filming, so I gotta go.
Bye-bye. Sorry.
Bye. He goes, I think your friend's
Yeah,
waiting.
thank you. Thanks.
That was funny. Anyway, all right, go to your invalid because it goes hand in hand.
All right. No, you want to share
so
yours?
does mine, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I'm doing all
It's
the
okay.
talking. Okay. But my invalid is that I had to leave, obviously.
My invalid said I'm back in America.
That's my invalid.
That's funny.
But obviously, like, then I leave my boyfriend again.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously, everyone knows, like, the journey that we're both on. Like, me, I still haven't got my dream job, the job that I went to school for.
Yes, you
And
did.
I know. But I'm saying, but whatever. So then I left him again. The last night I was in the hotel room by myself. I was just like, okay. And like I went home. But I was really upset and I thought of it. I'm like, because the distance or whatever, obviously it's really hard. And I was like, am I punishing myself? I said.
What
like,
do you mean?
Like to put myself in this position
Oh.
that like I can't be happy with him because I'm not happy with myself. And I really think I'm punishing myself. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, it does. I know what you mean.
And I thought of that. Like I never thought of that before. But that like came to my mind like that night.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like so nice. And then like we leave again.
I know. It is annoying because it's like every few months you're going to be like that.
Yeah. And then I come back to this and it's like, okay. It's like I'm punishing myself.
But you're not, I don't think you're punishing yourself. I think that, well, you're in a long distance relationship within itself is a hard thing to be in.
It's a different kind of long distance though. I do because I give people credit who it's like their family and their whole life is in another country.
Like he's gonna come back,
yeah,
regardless. But I think that you have to just ride this, wave out. Still focus on yourself like you're doing, and wait till July when you guys have that next decision. That's when I think you're worrying like a little bit far in advance. Like don't, because you don't know what's going to happen. He could stay home and whatever. We won't talk about him because that's his life, but you know what I mean? Like,
I'll be on the next podcast.
But I'm just saying, like, don't trip over what's in front of you. We should really say, honestly.
Don't trip at all.
Don't trip. Just be in the moment. Don't worry about the future. Worry about the now. Moment.
But I was really happy I got to see him achieve his dream.
Yeah,
he versed a pretty big team in Sicily, and he played the entire game, and just seeing him, he manifested that game because he didn't shut up about, we're going to go into manifesting, whatever, but he didn't shut up about this specific game, like, for a year now. Like, when he was home, he'd be showing my family, his family, how crazy the fans get and stuff, and just, like, me and his parents were there to watch him achieve his dream, and like he was so happy on the field. I literally was so emotional just watching him like achieve his dream. Like I was so happy for him. But I'll be next soon. So.
Exactly. Now he has to watch you achieve.
Yeah. So now he can watch me. But yeah. So what do you want to do? Invalid or valid?
I guess I'll start with my invalid. I have a lot, but I don't know if I should consider them all invalid or just go into talking about what, I don't know, like as a topic.
Do you have a valid?
It's so bad. No. Well, I have. Okay, so I'll just explain it. So, as you guys saw before in our last episode, my grandma unfortunately passed away a month ago today. So that was hard, but we're not going to talk about it because I don't want to get too upset. But obviously, that was an invalid.
And it was
for the
very
month.
unexpected from the last episode. We did not. My good friend's mom, she did pass away, unfortunately. But Christina had no idea that her grandma was going to pass away a day later.
She was sick for a while,
Since September.
But she was still fully aware. And I went to actually visit her the day that she passed, and it was a perfect day. We had lunch, and there was no way in my head I was like, she's good. Like, we were all like, oh, she looks good.
In the last episode, we're talking about life is short. Like, I was giving you advice before it happened.
I feel like I manifested it, and I know I didn't, but yeah, because I did talk about her in the last episode, like saying, I wish I'm happy that I have videos with her, and then I found a video, actually. I posted it on my TikTok, but of my grandma, like, and it's just a good memory. So what we said last month. Wow. Take videos, take pictures, because it is 100%. Like, I'm so grateful to have that video because I don't have that with my other.
And you took it for a school project too.
Just like, and I'm
So
so
just
happy I
like-
included her because I wasn't going to, and I did. But anyway, so yeah, obviously that's my invalid. Okay, so so I just don't want to cry, but I'm not because I have makeup on.
But we're a mental health brand.
I know, but I'm not gonna cry because basically, me and my boyfriend okay, recently single, which is really weird for me because it's more of just like a growth thing, and I guess we'll get into that. It's no bad blood at all.
No.
Still fully love there. It's just you grow apart, and I was with him for 6.5 years, which is a long time, and I was very young. We were both very young, and we need to focus on ourselves. I've been saying that every week in this podcast. I need to focus on me. I need to focus on me, and I just haven't. I haven't.
You're right.
So I feel okay. Like, I'm obviously like I'll get random hits of like it was my whole life. It was almost half my life. Like, it's,
Well, you know.
it's all I know, but I know that it's necessary, and I know that I will be okay no matter when that is. But obviously it's weird. I don't want to, I don't know. I can't lose myself, and I am losing myself. I haven't lost myself. I'm losing myself. So I'm happy that I caught that.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Because
It's the timing.
Yeah, because I know like I could have honestly been 100% worse if I kept pushing it off and pushing it off. And it has nothing to do with him. We're both, trust me, we both have no bad blood at all. And I think that's what makes it worse is like, it was really hard, but
Yeah, I'm proud
it was
of you, though.
mutual and it's weird.
I know. It's just that we're at a transitional point of our lives, mid-20s.
Yeah.
It's really hard.
It's like an
because
awakening thing,
you have
too.
to figure out yourself. I know nobody ever has it like fully figured out, but it's more of like you want to grow as a person, you want to grow into your best self, and it's like who's gonna be up there with you, who you gonna take with you, who could reach like your level, your frequency or whatever. But you have to grow as a person. That's what's really important in a relationship is growth.
Yeah. And it's just,
Yeah.
it would be different if we weren't together at such a young age because we basically like grew up together. So we've experienced everything with each other. Like, if you think about it, like any, hardship, any goals, any, like everything. We've experienced everything together because we were so young that it's like weird that I don't know how to handle anything without having someone to depend on, which scares me.
That's really
because
scary.
You never know what could happen. Like, God forbid, I'm just saying, like, what would I do if I didn't have him? If I was still dating him and God forbid something, what I'm trying to say without saying it. But what the fuck would I do? I wouldn't know. I need to learn how to do. I'm good with like doing things on my own and being independent, but I always knew in the back of my head, like I have this person to lean on. If I need something, he's there. Like, like literally.
But I'll remember like always, like when I was obviously feeling like that, like when I went through like my big breakup. I feel like everyone has to go through like
we'll
a
have
big
to
breakup.
do a whole episode
I
about
know.
that. Not today. Not ready yet.
Yeah, but just to give you advice, I remember like I was at work and like everyone was like going crazy at this point because it was so unexpected. But anyway, this customer said to me, "You probably will never believe this right now, but you will remember it years later. This breakup was the best thing that could ever happen to you." And I am so not the same person I was like years ago. Like
Me either.
just a couple years
already.
ago. I know. And it's really scary to think about, but breakups, I honestly, I'm all for breakups. You get hotter, you go out, you have more fun. Like, I'm all for it. You find yourself, you're on your own self journey. Breakup? Everyone's like, oh, breakup. Like, it's more like, yeah.
I know.
Like, now you're on your own journey of falling off with yourself again.
I know. And that's what the main thing was, is that I did fall out of love with myself, or I never really felt like that with myself, which I think is a problem. So like no matter, I'm thinking like my whole life, like I never really had that like, oh, I love myself, I'm confident, I'm good. I've never had that feeling, and I need it. I need that feeling. So I've always had someone there.
But when you like get into that self-care journey or self-love journey, I should say, you feel like invincible.
I know. I need that feeling because I have not felt like that. And I think everything else will pretty much fall in line with me.
Yeah.
Like, and again, it has nothing to do with him. If anyone's watching, it has nothing to do with him. It's me. Like, it's my own feelings, how I feel, what I need to go through. It's nothing about the relationship. So I don't want to hear anything.
Exactly.
But just had a disclaimer. But yeah, so, I mean, I hope, we both get happier from this. We both deserve it.
And who knows, your time apart may bring you stronger together.
Exactly.
Whatever's meant to be will be.
Yeah, we never know. And that's it.
Yeah.
Oh, so my valid, I guess. I was just going to say that my valid is that I'm finally worrying about myself. Because, again, in every episode, I've said that I need to. So I'm finally doing it.
Enjoy the ride, baby. It's fun.
Oh, but it's
enjoy the ride. Put your seatbelt on.
Oh God!
Fasten your seatbelt.
This is rare. Like, I haven't been single ever. Well, not actually, but like seriously, that's gross. Anyway, not the point though. The point is really that I need this self-love journey, and I'm excited and ready and scared and confused and sad and angry and happy. I'm all the emotions mixed in one. So
life goes on, but at the end of the day, you have to check in with yourself. You have to say, it's so weird. I've been catching myself doing this. There's like a little voice in my head. I'm not even joking. I'll just be like doing something and it's like,
are you okay?
No, not how are you okay? It's like how are you? Like, are you happy? Which is weird. Like my brain, I guess, has like a little mental health checkups here and there. I check in on myself. This has been recently too. I'm like, am I really okay? Because again, being in a long distance, being in this journey that I'm on right now currently, it's like, am I really okay? Or it's like, am I staying busy instead of like coping with my feelings? Just have to check up with yourself, and that's really important. And you have to be kind of selfish when it comes to that,
Yeah, and I feel like my whole life I've always been still, you catch me all the time, caring about what people think, caring about other people more than I care about myself, letting myself go to lift somebody else up. Like it really is. And I look at, like, I was getting ready for the podcast today and stalking our TikTok, and like I was picturing myself as like somebody, like a customer or somebody watching our TikTok, like the sounds that we use, like I really needed to hear that. So I put myself in somebody else's shoes. Like, so I think you told me this, like look at yourself as if you're telling like your friend, you know what I mean? Like kind of put yourself in front of you.
It helps a lot.
It does. And I think that that's kind of what I did like an hour ago. Like I was like acting like I didn't even know us, and I'm just watching and I'm listening to the things and I'm like, holy shit. Like everything that we've been posting recently is literally,
you said that.
Literally what I feel like we foreshadowed some shit. Not gonna lie. Like even things that you posted that I didn't even know that you were posting, like the quotes, like whatever. It's literally exactly what's going on.
Really?
Yeah. Like the growth and then types of relationships, everything that you've been posting too. Like
I know seriously. Like a lot of people do need us because again, we're the brand the mental health brand that's the in-between. That's the relatable part that people could watch, and like what you said, like you're like, oh, this is exactly how I'm feeling, and that's just what a little message I needed to hear. It's unfortunately, I'm gonna mention your neighbor.
Okay. Oh yeah.
So a couple days ago, recently, like maybe 3 days ago.
Yeah.
I got a Citizen app notification at 1 a.m.
It scared the shit out of me.
A person shot on Christina's block 1 a.m. and I was up because my jet lag's been like off, and I texted her. I was like, like what? Just the screenshot. Yeah. Because who the frick knows?
Because it didn't. It said person shot. It didn't say like
what it was.
So even when she sent it to me, I woke up and it was like 6 a.m. maybe.
Then you looked into it.
I randomly woke up and I didn't even look. I went outside and I'm like, what happened? And then my dad told me. And I looked outside and there was cop cars everywhere. And I'm like, wait, hold on. And we didn't know who it was at first. So we're like, okay, someone, whatever. So somebody, as most of you probably know, our age, unfortunately, committed suicide a couple days ago. He was my neighbor, and I knew him when we were kids. He was always such a funny, silly kid.
That's all I heard from everybody. Such a nice kid, such a sweetheart, so unexpected.
But he did. I know that he went through a lot within the last few months. That's what I heard. I don't want to go too far into it. It's not our business to talk about. But all in all, like, he's a male. He probably didn't speak about it. He didn't get help for it, like, most likely.
He was a police officer.
He was a police officer, which is another thing that they didn't give him counseling for it. Like, the cop, like,
mental health with
that's what I'm trying to say.
I guess first responders is so important and it's so not being taken care of, and they're the ones who need it the most. Which I don't understand, like, why they should be having like therapy literally after every shift that they have to show up to every single day, because what they have to deal with and handle, it literally, like, I don't understand how they could function. I'm not even joking. It's not a regular job.
It's happening way too often too. This is not the first one that we've seen within the last month. If you really think about it, there's been a lot, specifically in Staten Island, but obviously all over the world. A lot of cops are unfortunately committing suicide. But it was hit way too close to home, because obviously, like, we know people that have done that, and but I've, knock on wood, never experienced it like in a family, thank God. But the fact that it was like right across the street, I'm like, okay, we need to do, like, all of a sudden I was like, I need to do something. Like, what else can we possibly do?
I know.
Like, it literally, like, it
you're right.
I don't know how to explain it. Like, the feeling that I got, first of all, was just sick to my stomach all day. Like, so confused and, like, wanted to know what could possibly...
I know.
And
like,
whatever.
to make him get to that point.
Yeah.
Our age, lives in our neighborhood. We grew up with the same people. I see, like, all, like, first of all, I'm sending, like, condolences to the family and friends. Because I'm seeing, photos that everyone's posting and videos. He seems like such a fun, happy, silly kid. And it's just that you never know what someone is going through. Just make sure, check up on your friends. And again, this is one of those things where it's like mental health, like checking up on your friends. People push down, but then when something like this happens, everyone's loving and caring, but then they push it down again. Like, we have to stay, keep it up, like, keep checking up on your friends. Keep being there for people, because you never know.
Exactly. The sad part is like, people are going to forget, and they're going to keep moving on to the next thing about what just happened to him or what he did. You know what I mean? Like, they're posting, everyone's posting the freaking NYPD post because it's a trend. Everyone's posting it. Everyone's commenting. Nobody talks about mental health. You're just not looking. You need to... People are talking about mental health. It's not talked about enough, and that's what, obviously, like, okay, we're a prime example. We are trying everything to talk about mental health. Nobody's noticing.
I know.
You're going through it. You're saying, this is stupid. Like, who cares? Blah, blah, blah. Or skipping us on a TikTok. Like, we are trying to talk about it, but there's not much more we can do. We can't stop somebody from doing what they're going to do, but I know in my heart that we have stopped the thought of it for a lot of people.
I know. We help so many people, and more than I know personally. Like, there's said, like,
much
people
more we
come
could
back,
possibly do.
Yeah, that, like, they say that they've been through tough times. Thank you so much. And now, like, we're all, like, friends again.
Yes.
But there's people I know that are watching this right now that we have no idea. But I'm just saying, like, you don't have to buy a shirt to support. Again, like, you just watching this podcast is more than enough support. And we're just doing all that we can. That's it. We donate obviously to NAMI. Nita week was last week. I also everyone knows somebody that struggles. Number one, I want to say that. Random people, like it was Nita week, and I ran into someone's mom. I'm not gonna be specific again because this is so personal. But she was like, my daughter has an ED and suffers from depression. I would have never thought that. And she followed Valid Vibes, and she just liked,
it's all connected.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Everyone knows someone, and I don't understand why everyone's like shying away from mental health and why everyone pushes it under the rug. But no.
And then have the nerve to say that nobody's talking about it.
Exactly.
Because we are talking about it, but you only care when something like this happens.
That's true too.
If you think about it, like everyone all of a sudden cared.
I know, and then it's a way.
You have to care. The trend, and everyone posts only on Mental Health Day. Like, great. Now what happens a month from now? Like, you know what I mean? We're doing it every freaking day. We're talking about mental health. Every day. And then, so anyway, this is what I'm trying to say. When that happened, something like sparked inside me. Like, I got up. I'm like, I got to go to the mall. I got to do something. There's something I have to do. Like, I felt like I needed to do more and like put it out there more. And I don't know what came over my body. I was not even dressed. Like, I don't even know what the hell I was wearing. I jumped in my car and I went to the mall and I just stood in front of our spot.
I just want to say, like, he literally committed suicide across the street. This is also across the street. Like, it's just so weird to think about it. Like,
it was so eerie, too. Like, the whole... I don't want to talk about him too much because I don't know who knows him, his family, his friends. Like, we don't want to feel disrespectful. But just, like... It's so
he was
close.
Our age, and he lives right across
the street, and I knew him, and I was friends with him when we were little, and like, I feel bad.
I don't know.
I know. That's what I'm saying is, like... I also was talking, I forget who I was talking about this with, but okay. People say like, oh, people only care when you're dead or whatever, like, which you think is true, but I think people care a lot more than you think too. If he would have came to me, someone who I haven't spoken to since we were like 10 or 11, and just he saw me out and he started talking to me. I know I'm a different person. Like, I have this.
Like,
even if I
know,
didn't,
like, we could have literally helped him. If he just saw this, who knows?
I know, who knows?
He would have been involved with the brand.
Yeah.
Just right across the street.
I know.
It's just so weird to think about.
So, but I'm saying, like, if he would have came up to me and said, I'm really struggling, or, do you want to go get food? Like, something, like, I would have been there. I just think that people think nobody cares because when you're in that situation, you think that everything is the end of the world and it will never get better and that nobody's there to help you. Please just reach out because you never know. And if you or anybody you know is struggling, we're not therapists, but we are here.
I just can't believe like he got to that point that he did that.
Yeah,
I mean, we don't know. I literally don't know him.
Yeah, we don't know the story. But
I literally don't know him. I just know like his friends, I guess, and it's just so scary how like we grew up in the same town, the same schools, the same people, the same neighborhood, and like just for somebody, anybody, we're gonna not like stop talking about him specifically, but just for somebody to get to that point, 22 years old, you just whole started your career and you do not see the purpose of living, and to do that.
Yeah.
It's crazy to me.
We don't know the full story. I know other things that did.
But it doesn't matter him, who, this, that, how people mentally just get to that point that they don't see a purpose of life or living, and they're like, they'd rather be dead
because you feel so
than
alone
get help. But then the fact that too, someone like that was struggling and no one knew.
We don't know.
I know, but I'm just like,
I know. It's a
lot of people. This is why it's mental health awareness. It's not just this person. It's people. They could be happy, silly, dancing. Who was that guy? He was on the Ellen show. He committed suicide.
Oh my God. I forgot about Twitch.
Another boy. Another man.
Twitch. Robin Williams, a comedian. Like,
he posted a dancing video like the night before with his wife.
You just don't know. And it's men. And again, that's what we're trying to put out there, but again, there's not much more we could possibly do. And I feel like I literally ran to the mall and just stared. I just stared at our stuff and I started hysterical crying. And it was like a fucking, I felt like I was not even there. Like, I started crying and everyone ran out to be like, are you okay? And then I told them what happened and they were like, holy shit.
I know.
I was like, it's my neighbor. Like, he was right there. I used to go to his house and we used to play in the snow.
I'm sorry.
We used to ride our bikes together. Like, he was such a fun kid. And I'm like, I haven't talked to him in years. And then I felt bad. But I'm like, I can't feel bad. Like, we grew up and like, we never... It was like not a fight. We just were not hanging out on the block anymore.
If he
like
walked across the street, we could have.
If any, like, but he probably doesn't even like.
I know, but I'm just saying, it's just like scary stuff.
Really scary,
but anyway, because we don't want to be, talk too much into that. But we definitely had to mention that. And again, condolences to the family, friends, sending love and prayers. Again, this is what we're doing. This is why we do what we do.
The biggest message is, if you're going to talk about mental health, if you're going to say you support, then do it every day. Don't just do it for the clout, the trend.
Because someone else is doing it.
Yeah, because...
Just be a good person. It costs nothing to be kind and to make someone's day, and you never know what someone's going through. That's
exactly. And if you need help, please get it. If you need it, if you feel it, do it. There's nothing wrong with getting help. And if you feel like you need a friend... We're here. We're not therapists. Once again, disclaimer, but we're here because we're
relatable.
We're fun,
and we're all fun.
We're a little messed up too, but it's fine.
It's all part of the ride.
Each other, so.
And life goes on. That's another thing. And I just learned to enjoy the moment, take it day by day, one step at a time. All of our quotes. But we forgot to mention something.
What, the hoodie?
Yeah.
Oh.
So, me and Christina have on our hoodies from Angry Elephant.
They're like so bright and sparkly.
Yeah. So, Angry Elephant made me and Christina custom hoodies. Just wait for it.
You see. Wait, which side is it?
Valid vibes.
Which is this valid or
That's vibes.
Oh. Valid.
Yeah.
Vibes. Angry Elephant.
They're so sick. So Angry Elephant is in Low Kelly with us. So Low Kelly it's an artisan market now. They just changed their name. So again, they support small businesses. They grow one business at a time. And Angry Elephant is another vendor in there.
If you guys like it, let us know. Maybe we'll add it to the website.
We gotta do a collab, yeah. But their website is angryelephant.net.
Sparkly strings.
Yeah, and it's embroidery. It's like it's so high quality. So on March 12th at midnight, I scheduled it for then, which is Sunday.
That's so weird.
What?
That's the day my other grandma died. March 12th.
Really?
It's gonna be 8 years or 9 years. How many years? 14, 9. Ew.
Wow. What made me pick that date? I don't know. But March anyway, that's when we're going to do our big valid launch.
So random.
Yeah. We're doing our big valid launch. We have so many sick hoodies. Like, I cannot wait to post on this website. We're going to restock our new locations, Green Acres Mall, Poughkeepsie.
Yep.
And
yeah. Green Acres is opening on April 1st and Poughkeepsie is opening on May 1st. Our 1 year. So.
Guys, you don't even understand.
We gotta plan that too. Party time.
May is like mental health month. It's our 1 year. We have our new merch coming out this month. Like, all new beginnings for us, and I'm so excited. And thank you guys. I feel like we don't show enough appreciation. Did we talk about Valentine's Day?
Probably not, no.
So on Valentine's Day, you guys probably saw on our TikTok and Instagram reels, we went to each of our like loyal local customers' house. We dropped off a rose with a cute saying. But just to thank you guys so much for being a part of this journey with us. I cannot believe May 1st is our 1 year already. This journey has been life-changing for both me and Christina. Just helping so many people just brings us so much joy. And this journey also, like, we're helping ourselves as it's very therapeutic to sit here and vent sessions.
I really feel like this whole journey, like, especially the podcast, has been my therapy because I realize so much. Like, seriously.
I cried twice on this podcast, and I don't cry. I see this every time.
I'm going to do a compilation of every time Rosie says she does. It's because you're hanging out with me too much.
I know. It's only when I'm in this chair that I break down.
I know. I really didn't this episode. I'm good.
I swear.
I cried. I think I have no tears left. That's why. But anyway, I was saying like this is like my therapy because I've literally learned and so much about myself and like talking about mental health so much. It's like, oh shit, like we also need to.
It is impacting my life so much.
Yeah, it really is.
I really like when it
book.
comes to like jobs, like I'm happy right now.
Yeah.
I've been very easy on myself because even when we did the podcast with Chris, when we were going through like New Year's resolutions, I'm like, I'm going to stop being so hard on myself. And I'm just going to take it day by day and enjoy the moment. Yeah. And that's it. And I've been so much more like zen. Mm-hmm. And yeah. And again, that Italy trip really just made me realize like to enjoy the moment and to just appreciate like what's around you, spend time with friends. Mm-hmm. And yeah, so
yeah.
But I Life really only cry in this chair. I swear to God. Like when I go home, I sleep like a baby. I'm doing my makeup, then I wait till I hit this chair and I have a conversation.
It's like therapy, that's why.
That I cry.
Yeah.
And it's just funny how YouTube was watching.
Oh God.
Yeah.
But well, we're back.
We're back. And better than ever.
Back on our schedule. Sorry about that. just lots of things.
Started spiraling, but we're back. We're better. Our new merch is really freaking sick. March 12th. Mark it down on your calendars because it's gonna be so sick.
Yeah.
I keep saying the word sick.
Sick. Oh, that's it for this week's podcast. We will be back to our normal schedule finally. So we're again sorry, but we'll be back March 22nd. Mm-hmm. So so stay real, stay authentic, and stay valid.